So let the silence of your being, the presence of your being, let that come to the forefront in its own way, in its own time. You cannot make that happen. The only thing you can do, and that's what we're doing here all, is sitting, making yourself available, and have the, I assume, deep heart wish to receive the silence of your being, to receive yourself to the fullest that is possible and available for you in this moment. So in a way, saying to yourself, if this sounds or resonates for you, is I'm sitting here in and as silence, in and as the highest wavelength possible for me in this moment. So see what it's like to say that to yourself. And then letting your eyes lower. And feel all of you right here, right now. The silence of your being. Your beautiful body. Your emotional body. Your mental body. Your physical body. And your visual body. I can name many other bodies, but I think this is enough for now. So receive all of you, because all of you is welcome here right now. All of you. Any sensation, any feeling, any thought, idea, however good or bad or stupid or amazingly beautiful, all of you is welcome here. Notice what happens inside when you hear these words. All of you is welcome here, exactly as you are. Because that's the expression of the most precious love affair. When we're deeply grounded in and as silence, as the body of silence, naturally, all of you is welcome. Take a moment to let that sink in, even a little itch or that big situation you're sitting with. So when all of you is welcome here, then there's not much to do. And allowing ourselves to relax, to soften into the silence, into that underlying silent body. So see if you can track with your awareness that underlying stillness, that underlying silent body, silence that you are. Which is deeply still, spacious, and infinitely friendly. While you're receiving the silent body that you are, any of the other bodies, your physical body, is here. Breath is breathing your physicality and being moved by the breath. There might be thoughts moving in your mind or visuals moving through your mind. There might be a tenderness in your emotional body or a fear, a sadness or a struggle, or deep contentment and happiness. The body of stillness, silence is, stilte is. So in a way, it's a big family, and perhaps everyone's preference is to just hang out only in the body of stillness. But truly, all these wonderful bodies and aspects of human life are here. They're so beautiful, no matter how comfortable or uncomfortable. They're part of life. Same as a tree. It's standing here, it's rooted, loses leaves and branches, and it's not really looking for that, and still it happens. So life happens. Change happens. Thoughts change all the time. Bodies change all the time. Emotions change all the time. Does not make them less valid. They're just moving all the time. Silence is. The more we can rest, you can rest as silence, as steady home ground. The more you can allow the forever movement to happen as it naturally wants to happen and unfold. Really receive the silence of your being. In your body, that can be experienced as subtle energies like the presence, the silence of your being. The subtle energy in your hands or soles of your feet or in your body. Can be experienced as a spaciousness, open-heartedness. And then it's a deep, deep stillness. See if you, and welcome you to fully bring all of your heart and intention and attention to let that rest as the silence of your being, as the presence of your being. That underlying pure being that's here. And if your mind is busy, then ask yourself, what's deeper than this? What is already still and resting? And then quietly inside yourself, say to yourself, be still and know silence is. Be still and wait. Stilte is. Be still and know. Silence is. Be still and know. Silence is. Be still and wait. Stilte is. And notice what happens. Be still and know. Silence is. Be still and know. Silence is. And notice how more and more your body is falling into silence, or silence is more and more taking your body. There's a field of silence. That's taking you. Just know, even when there's busyness in your physicality or your mind or emotional world, you are naturally being taken, melting into the silence of your being. And what can help that process, that unfolding, is noticing your breath. So notice how on the in-breath, your belly fills up, and how kind of slowly the spine straightens a little bit and your head comes up a little bit. And on the out-breath, how the spine kind of curls forward a little bit, your head comes forward and just moves in. Just really notice on the in-breath how naturally the belly fills, the stomach and the chest, and straightens the spine a little bit, and the head comes up. And on the out-breath, the neck, the head curl forward a little bit. The spine curls a little bit. See if you can stay with a very gentle movement, joining that natural movement that the breath brings. So on every in-breath, following that, the belly fills up, or more the spine stretches out, the chest fills up, and the head rises. And on the out breath, it falls back. The head falls back more forward. The spine curls a little bit. The belly empties. While we're being still and knowing silence is, stay with this gentle movement. See what it's like to join this very gentle movement that's very natural and floats right out of silence. By joining it, let your belly be soft. And perhaps naturally the movement wants to grow or not, or explore. Silence, the deepest love, is moving your body by breathing your body. And be as intimate as you can with this silent movement, this natural movement. Perhaps nobody sees it from the outside. Perhaps it is viewable from the outside. It's a very subtle movement that can either grow or not. It's almost like your body, that movement is moving through molasses, really slow. Very gentle. We're not going anywhere. Be still and know silence is. Notice how movement happens in silence and silence happens in movement. One, silence. Silence, the number one love, your precious love affair. Silence is. So stay as intimate, as close as you can with your beloved. Perhaps you call your beloved her, or God, or silence. So while this natural movement is happening in the spine through the breath, be as intimate as you can with the silence of your being. So we let the movement happen and we just kiss silence, the presence of your being. Trust the unfolding. If naturally the movement stops, let it stop. Naturally the movement keeps going. Let it flow. And stay as intimate, as close as you can with your beloved, silent core of all that is, till the end of this sitting. And then receiving a slow, deep breath in, and letting go. And receiving another slow, deep breath in, and letting go. And receiving another slow, deep breath in, and letting go. And opening your eyes and move and stretching whatever way you want to move or stretch.